Hello, church family. I'm reaching out to you this weekend, Independence Day weekend, with a heavy heart like you have as well. You know, as we've celebrated this weekend, we heard the tragic news of what has taken place down in Central Texas, Camp Mystic, and the surrounding area there. And our hearts are broken over what we have heard, the grief, the devastation that has come to those families that have lost those little girls and the other families that have been devastated by this event. We certainly have been heartbroken this weekend, and we are thinking about those families and thinking about not just the families themselves with the parents and the siblings and grandparents and extended family, but we've also been thinking about the first responders and the crews that are having to go through that recovery effort. It is just heartbreaking what we have seen and heard about this weekend. And it's close to home. It's in Texas. It's not too far from where we live. This is not something that's halfway around the world. It's right where we are. And if you're like me, when situations like this arise, we wonder, okay, what can I do? How can I help? Well, there's two ways that I want to mention that we can help. The first, of course, is through prayer. Prayer is not our last resort, it's our first resort. It's what we do first as we pray. We pray for those people who are hurting, and we pray for God to have mercy and God to bring comfort and peace to the tremendous heartache that is there. And so I know that you join my family, you join me in praying for those families that are there. The second thing that we can do is we can give. And we can give to support relief efforts that are taking place there. Our church has given for a long time through our budget to Texas Baptist Men. They're now part of what's called Texans on Mission. And we want to continue to support them through our budget, but we want to support them in a special way right now for this project and for this need, this disaster that's happened in Central Texas. So tomorrow in all four of our worship services, we are going to be receiving an offering for Texans on Mission as you leave each of the services. We also have a drop-down box on our website. We know a lot of people are on vacation this weekend with it being the holidays. And so if you want to give online, you can do that as well. But all of the money will be given to support this disaster relief that is taking place there in that area. But as our hearts break this weekend and we mourn with those families, we grieve with those families, we want to do all that we can to support them. And the ways that we can support them is through prayer and through giving. So I want to ask you to join me in both of those things this weekend. We are praying that God would grant his mercy and grace, and that God would use the resources that are given not just by our church, but churches all across Texas and across the country to help support the disaster relief that is taking place there. So I join you in prayer. I join you in giving. God bless you this weekend.